And it's a rainy one, folks. It's the Batavia Muckdogs taking on the Niagara Falls Americans in the regular season finale here at Dwyer Stadium. And just to give you a heads up, the reason we're coming on it so early is just because we're late to the game, really. We got a rain delay, which has pushed us back an estimated 15 minutes to official start time around 6:45 or 6:50, as we do have the players all sat on their sides, the tarp finally off behind the screen. But again, we should get going in,
they
10
said
minutes.
Start time 6:45, so
We'll
keep
see
you
that.
Yep, we'll keep you updated.
But again, no, we'll stay on air. We'll get our intro off and running anyways on this early start. But again, good evening, folks, and thank you for tuning in for tonight's broadcast. Again, the regular season finale, the Batavia Muckdogs hosting the Niagara Falls Americans, and yesterday a big one for Batavia, winning 17-0 at Newark, which officially got them the secured #1 seed within the West Division. But without getting ahead of myself, my name is Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. And Jarrett, you got plenty of time here to answer on how you're doing. If your day is excellent or kind of crappy, it doesn't know. No one knows really, except for you. So I'll ask you the question: how are you doing today, Jarrett?
So one thing I will say is I'm excited for this being the grand finale, the last regular season game, playoffs coming in. But for right now, it's the end of the regular season. I'm excited. I'm sad that it's also getting close to the end, but for right now, I'm excited for the season finale as it's time for the boys to have fun in their last game, let loose a little bit. This is very similar to like those Buffalo Diesel games where in the end, win or loss, you still remain first. You still hold the 2 first home games. So now let loose, have fun, let the guys who maybe haven't played, that showed off their skills, give them their opportunity in their last game, and just let the boys have fun. That's the ending that I think I'd love to say, is just let the boys be loose and have fun.
Again, it all comes down to this in no way, shape, or form. It really doesn't. It does have an effect on just being able to continue the momentum. Again,
Yep.
The 17-0 win for Batavia last night. They threw a no-hitter. They recorded a tied for most runs, 18 throughout the season, and tied their single most runs scored in a single game as well with 17. So they put up personal bests on every metric with the no-hitter as well. Everything combined, that's really how you get it done. And the game where you lock down the 1 seed, that is a statement right there. But today doesn't have any impact, win or loss. They'll be the #1 seed within the West Division. And it's just really get some guys out there, some playing time that haven't had it all throughout. But as we see the coaches meeting in the background, we still have time to go over the lineup. But before that, I want to take you through what we've got going on in the standings. Don't want to jump ship a little too early. So yesterday, I made sure to clarify what we got for a closing out situation on the West Division. This time I also have the East. But what you can see down there is the Niagara Ironbacks, with their loss yesterday, have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. Because if we look at yesterday's matchup, they went up against the Niagara Falls Americans, in which the Americans got the 4-1 win, eliminating them from playoffs. They needed to win out, and that obviously didn't come true. So now 3 teams fighting for the last 3 spots. It's the Auburn Doubledays, Elmira Pioneers, and the Olean Oilers. So this is how it shakes up. Olean Oilers, they have 2 matchups. Auburn has 2 matchups as well. No, they do have 2 matchups. I keep forgetting yesterday was the out-of-league game. They have 2 matchups, and then it was the Pioneers, who only have 1 matchup remaining. Olean right now, their situation, and Elmira the same. They don't have any way to clinch today.
Yep.
Because Elmira does not play today. Elmira plays tomorrow against Auburn, as a matter of fact. But the thing is, for Auburn right now, is if they win today, they are clinched.
They are 3rd, yep.
So a win for them or a Olean loss would clinch them.
Correct.
In. And the thing is, they would be clinched at the 3 seed. They can't reach 4 in any way. It's either 3 seed or miss the playoffs entirely if Olean and Elmira were to win out and Auburn was able to lose their last 2 games. That's how it shakes things up in the West. 1 and 2 are confirmed. Everyone else eliminated. In the East, you have the 1 seed confirmed, 2 seed confirmed, 3 seed confirmed with the Amsterdam Mohawks, Argentine Stallions, and the Utica Blue Sox. And the last spot remaining, the 4th spot, is between the Oneonta Outlaws and the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. So it shakes up for the Diamond Dogs, if they record a win, they are officially locked in. Or Oneonta, who has 2 games remaining compared to the Mohawk Valley, which only has 1. So if Mohawk Valley wins their final game, they're in. However, if they lose, Oneonta could lose out their last 2 games, and that would give Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs the 4th seed. So they have 2 ways. It's not only on them, but if they get it done, it's easier said than done, really.
Way to crunch those numbers. And yeah, Niagara definitely needed that win yesterday. We're going to go back to talking about the West because Niagara is playing Olean today. It would have been a good win if they won yesterday and they beat Olean today. But right now, it's either Olean or Elmira's destiny. And you gave the options. You gave your opinions. Obviously, I grew up from the Olean area, so I'm favoring towards them. But obviously, I'm always going to support the Batavia Muckdogs in this season.
Well, the thing is for Olean, they are on quite a hot streak as it shakes up. They went back-to-back against Jamestown Tarpskunks, the 2 seed, who they were hot all season long, and it just turns out that Olean had the hotter hand, defeating Jamestown, or being defeated by the Olean Oilers in back-to-back situations. In the past 10 matchups, Olean has gone 8-2 along that stretch, and it goes far beyond that as well, with multiple wins behind that losses. It was really their mid-season which they fell through in a terrible streak. If we want to calculate the numbers on that half, over 12 games in the mid from June 19th to July 3rd, in those 12 games, they went 3 of 9. That's a big reason. You went to the opposite end, and that's right where they sit around the 500. They're only 2 games above 500. Again, 2 games remaining, and it all comes down to them winning out. And if they do, they're all said and done. They're in the playoffs.
Yep.
So that's how it stands for the Pioneers. And Olean, if they win in or win out, they're in. Auburn, if they win out, they're in. Elmira, unfortunately, they don't have as much control just because Olean has that extra game. Purely because of that extra game within the season, their winning percentage would be just enough to beat out. If you want to get that specific, Elmira would finish, if they go a total record of 20-17, their winning percentage would sit at 54.05, compared to Olean, who would have a 55-6. So it really shakes anything up in Auburn. A single win today or any time would put them above 56%. So at that point, there's no need to crunch the numbers. They would be in. So Elmira needs Olean to get a loss at some point. But again, no clinching scenarios for those 2 teams except for Auburn, who would be in with a win or an Olean loss today. But that's how the playoffs shake up today. Is Batavia, they know their spot. They just want to know who they're playing against. Again, the Muckdogs, the number 1 seed in the playoffs, and for good reason. Getting it done every single step of the way there. They have a few hiccups here and there, but it's really how they've been able to overcome and fight through it all.
How they responded. They've had injuries. They've had their losing streaks, but they've always found their moments to get back in those winning streaks to help them secure the 1st place seed.
So right here, we're going to stay on air. I kind of forgot what we had, and it's a wiener dog race in the background there. So that's what we've got going. We'll try to adjust the camera here slightly so you can see a little bit closer action. But again, what you have going on is 4 wiener dogs racing from the baseline between 1st and 2nd over to the 3rd base line. It's 4 wiener dogs held by the players. Or excuse me, it's been 3 now. I believe one of them wasn't able to make it. But 3 wiener dogs. Their owners sat on the third baseline, and I'll let Mad Dog take control.
We're going to play some bets.
Mad Dog take control and announce the wiener dogs.
All right, so we had Butter, Pumpkin, and who's the...
I didn't catch that name.
I didn't catch the last one.
We got left, center, right.
I'm going with Butter. Butter's the one on the left. He was jumping around a little bit. My money's on Butter.
Oh, that's a big crowd hype there. All right, the 3 dogs. They seem ready. I would have to put my money on the one on the far left.
Butter.
He looks like he's ready to go. And they're off. And they're going the complete wrong way, but I don't know where they're going. They just want to get off the field.
I think Butter won, though.
I don't know what exactly happened there, except for the fact that the third baseline was the goal, and they went. All right. Duncan gets the win.
I want to say Duncan was the one on the right.
Well, it seems to be he wins by ruling of he found his owner first over in the chaos on the far left by the gate where you enter the field, where we've seen everyone come onto the baseball diamond for pregame shows and all that. It's Duncan who ends up running over there first and finding his owner. I think it was Gunner, though, who got there first.
I was about to say, Butter made it through the gate, man. It's rigged. Butter did his job, man.
Wow. So when it's all said and done, Duncan is crowned the winner by Mad Dog. And how about that? It looked like they were rounding third to go home. But no, they smelled something better at the concession stands, and they won it out.
That was a good one.
Again, we got our pregame show going on. And after our dance routine, we'll come back to get things going for the lineup and then baseball ready. We'll see you then. All right, we're ready to take you through today's lineup. So without further ado, we're not going to skip a beat. Let's get right into it. Again, lineups are brought to you by Tompkins Bank of Castile. And starting off, the first three for Batavia, it's going to be shortstop Cooper Russell, center fielder Jeremy Ramos, third baseman Evan Brock. On the other side for the Americans, center fielder David Harris, shortstop Justin Gladfelter, and designated hitter Logan Stickler. Sticking with the Americans, it will be first baseman Adam Weiss, catcher Michael Sabella, second baseman Alex Glasscock, and third baseman Thomas Marcotte. With the Muckdogs, it's right fielder Jacob Vesco, first baseman Braden Redmond, left fielder Kyle Vaughn, and extra hitter Patricio Garcia. Going back to the Americans, left fielder Evan Shank, right fielder Ryo Terramukata, and extra hitter CJ Snuzz. And for the Muckdogs, extra hitter Michael Wilhan, catcher Luke Rybczynski, and second baseman Braden I. And on the mound for your Batavia Muckdogs, it's number 39, Colin Stefanucci. And on the other side for the Americans, number 36, Aiden Mraz. So that's what we've got in treat in store for y'all today's final regular season. Some players that you don't see too often making a debut for tonight's matchup, and that's what a big thing about really this game is about, is trying to recognize your depth. It's not only just about having fun, but proving yourself again for playoffs. If you have an excellent performance, why not? You might get in the rotation at some point. You're going to be a reliable name, and that's exactly what you want to do here. Test out some new guys. Make sure some of the guys who have gone through injuries stay secure come playoffs, like Joey Socorro, Glenn Brooks. They're securing Jalen David as well, who's had injuries before with his
Same
ankle.
with, their shortstops right now, Jaden Vasquez, Miles Manels. They're also two players, just like Jackson Inman, who's had some arm issues. That's why Cooper Russell has been that shortstop guy. It's just in case for Monday you have that backup plan, like we always mention.
But again, a good starting lineup at that. And again, Colin Stefanucci making another debut for the Batavia Muckdogs. This will be his third appearance and second start, and we'll take you through his player bio in just a second, as long as we can get that graphic up and loaded for you guys, and we can. Attending the University of Hilbert College from Wheatfield, New York, a recent commit this year. He'll be a freshman over there. On the season, he's got a 4.50 ERA across his two appearances, one start. 4 innings pitched, allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those being earned, and 5 strikeouts. So that's what we got in store. Colin Stefanucci taking on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs.
And the last time Stefanucci started a game was in July 7th here in Dwyer Stadium against the Geneva Red Wings. He played in 3 innings. He had 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them being earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, facing 12 batters and throwing 60 pitches.
So we've got the lineups going through in the background as well. We're ahead of schedule for this. And for that, once we get it loaded, we're just going to sit through and show you what both teams bring to the table in terms of team stats. So even number of games played between Batavia and the Americans. If we look in terms of stats for Batavia, they're up there in every single metric. You can see the 324 runs. The home runs, that's not the metric that they lead in, but of course, it doesn't need to be, especially when you're number 1 in the West Division. That speaks for itself enough. And every other metric, just down to perfection. The pitching squad knows how to get it done. First in team overall ERA of 4.61. That keeps going down. When I started making this graphic, I know it was late to be combined. They were at the low 5s and eventually started going down, and they keep bringing it down, especially after yesterday. You have that game for itself, the no-hitter. That's definitely going to help. But the strikeouts, 369, and runs allowed, 206. On the other side for the Americans, their numbers on the season definitely got away from them in some part, especially just due to their pitching rotation. As we talked earlier in between their matchups, they've had to call up so many guys to try to just be a short stint, and every day it seemed like they were playing a new pitcher. But for now, we'll stop looking over the stats and step aside for the national anthem, and we'll be ready to get things going when we come back. And you missed this just for 2 pitches. Sorry about that. I did not calculate what we had. Is getting underneath that is David Harris. High flyer over to left and snagged out in left field for the first out. Over in left field, it's Kyle Vaughn. So 1 out now. Again, apologies for that. Tried to make that all build up, and then the sound did not go the way it was supposed to be originally, so I was trying to fix it as soon as possible, and then because of that, a little start late with playing that video. But again, it's what you got, and I don't know. I thought I made that in my spare time today, and I thought it was quite funny to me at least. But again, 1 out, and up to bat is that's inside. Shortstop number 27, Justin Gladfelter.
Justin Gladfelder is playing 20 games, starting 28 with a 302 batting average, 96 at bats, 36 runs, 29 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 8 RBIs.
Gonna miss on the low end. It pushes it to a 2-0 count. Again, that's Colin Stefanucci on the mound. In case you missed today's lineups. And to answer your question, yes, playoffs will be live on YouTube. The inside part of the plate for strike 1. 2-1 count. That was David Harris on the fly over to left. Missed too low. Pushes it to a 3-1 count for Justin Gladfelter. This little overcast day was a little bit of a pour down for about like 5 minutes before game time. That's in for strike 2, pushes it to full, but in the end, a little bit of delay. 7 o'clock start time, and we're underway. But a full count, payoff to Gladfelter. He'll swing on it, getting underneath it, and it's over the head of us onto the concourse. Given by the sound cue, we'll do it again.
Now, even after all that rain, we got a beautiful day of baseball. Sun's starting to poke out a little bit. Still a little bit of clouds, but it's nice out there.
Full count. And that's going to stay fair over the third baseline all the way to Kyle Vaughn. He collects it to throw to second. Could have been a close play, no safe. Almost had him at second. Getting that perfectly down the third baseline, right over the bag. And that's a double for Justin Gladfelter, having to slide in. The throw from Kyle Vaughn almost there. It was a really nice throw as well. Just more or less Gladfelter's speed able to ensure that he was safe. So now up to bat, it's designated hitter number 17, Logan Stickler. The pitch, gonna swing on it immediately. High flyer to center. Ramos backing up, and it's gonna land in the warning track. Right at the wall. The throw cut off by Cooper Russell. The play at the plate, it's in front of Rumchinsky down the third baseline. Getting away from Cooper Russell, now bringing the first run for the Americans. An RBI double. Stickler immediately follows through, taking a page out from Gladfelter. Now up to bat, first baseman, number 26, Adam Weiss.
Weiss is playing 33 games, starting 30 with a 232 batting average, 82 at bats, 17 runs, 19 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, and 14 RBI.
We'll take ball one. It gets away from Rumchinsky to throw. High, but able to snag through is Evan Brock. You see that? He tried to fake it that it went overhead. He looked behind him.
Trying to get the batters. The runner actually sleeping right there. Almost got him too. Very, very close.
I mean, he didn't really step off the base, but that's upstairs. Just trying to play the psychological game. 2-0 count for Weiss. Gonna miss downstairs this time. It's 3-0 count. Stefanucci set, delivers the pitch, and we'll put this in for strike one. 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Swinging on the reach, getting underneath this to right field. The tag up, though, going to home plate. Cut off by eye in the throw. No good over at home plate. A little too late. So, RBI sac fly will play into effect. Clears the bases. 2 outs now, but it's a 2-0 lead for the Americans early in this game. Now to bat, catcher number 49, Michael Sabella.
Sabella's played 6 games, starting 6 with a 174 batting average, 23 at-bats, 5 runs, 4 hits, a double, a triple, and 2 RBIs. Grace, we're getting a lot of compliments for that video. I got to ask you this question. What is your favorite Star Wars movie?
As that's fouled off to the backstop. Which episode? Well, I'm just hoping we don't get taken down at any point in the broadcast. If we just get turned off, you know what happened. But I don't know. That's a good question. 1-1. Gonna swing, get underneath this high flyer to Rumchinsky by the backstop. He's got room, and he makes the play. So the first inning already comes to a conclusion. We'll stay on there for this one. It's 2-0 for the Americans early on in this game. Following the foul out from Sabella. It comes from courtesy of the double from Gladfelter, who got on second base. Logan Stickler driving him home with the RBI double of his own. And the sac fly from Adam Weiss brings in 2. And that brings an end to the top of the first. And we'll stay on there just to take you through the defensive lineup for the Niagara Falls Americans. Never got to get through that for Batavia, so we're going to do that right now anyways. It was Stefanucci on the mound, Rybczynski over at catcher, Braden Redman at first, Braden Knight second, Cooper Russell at short, Evan Brock at third. Left to right for your outfield, it's Kyle Vaughn, Jeremy Ramos, and Jacob Vesco. But to go back to Niagara Falls Americans defense, and we'll take you through what you're about to see out there on screen. On the mound, it's Aiden Mraz. At catcher, that will be Michael Sabella. Over at first, Adam Weiss. Second, Alex Glasscock. Short, Justin Gladfelter. And third baseman, Thomas Marcotte. Left to right for your outfield, it's Evan Schenk, David Harris, and Ryotaro Munakata. But now that I have the floor to answer your question, I mean, I think it's just because the first one I saw it made me fall in love was it's the first one, or episode 4 technically, but yeah. Everyone knows this. If you don't, then you don't watch Star Wars or Star Wars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You watched it out of order.
I know people say watch 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. I watched.
See, that's just wrong. Like, I know people would be like, but you watched it in chronology, but it's just like you can't do that. Then you don't know how it like led to the things. Like, it's kind of cool in the inverse of knowing, hey, I know how this plays out, but you don't know what happened to get there.
But you also want to see like how it happened, though. Right?
Yeah, but like you don't know what it was affecting in the storyline. For me, it's like, oh my gosh, this is why blank happens. I'm not going to say anything because you never know. Someone might decide to watch Star Wars for the first time after this.
Mine's The Empire Strikes Back. That's my favorite.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's simply just take away my like favorite, just having the first, Empire Strike Back. Missing though for ball 1. Kind of forgot we're at a baseball game.
Now, we're locked into Star Wars, but Cooper Russell is up right now. He's got a 305 batting average, 29 starts. 29 games played, 27 starts, my bad. 82 at-bats, 34 runs, 25 hits, 4 doubles, a home run, and 20 RBI.
So 1-1 count. We'll take ball 1. That missed down in the lower half, and then fouling it off. The 1-1 pitch going to miss outside. It's 2-1. Cooper Russell, a man that we've always nicknamed Superman, gets it done every time as he sends this over to left, but a little too much hang time. Got out in left field for the first out. It brings up, little bad time to hiccup. Center fielder number 31, Jeremy Ramos. Ramos on the season, we saw him early on. Eventually then fell out of favor without the outfield. But as of recently coming back into the mix,
Now we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Don't worry.
we got your sound back on. Apologies for that. But Ramos comes in with a .263 batting average. In 16 games played and 38 at-bats, he's recorded 7 runs, 10 hits, 10 RBIs on 11 total bases. So after taking strike one, this one will miss for ball 1. Again, missing for ball 2. Pushes the count 2-1. One thing to note is we got our jersey auction, game-worn jersey auctions, the one you're seeing right now. All these red jerseys will be sold at the end of the night. So it is firework night as well, as that moves it to a 3-1 count. But it's just, before that, we'll go through auctions and 3-1 pitch. Make that clear, ball 4. And we'll walk Ramos. I'm not even sure. Did that one hit him?
No, it was a little inside. It missed him though.
It was off the catcher's gear then.
Packed night today.
Maybe
though,
time
like
to bring my glasses out early.
Yeah, packed night though with the jersey auction and the fireworks. It's going to be a fun night for the last game here in Dwyer Stadium.
Third baseman number 11, Evan Brock, up to bat. The other nicknamed player, Mr. Reliable. He comes up to a 1-out, 1-on situation. Jeremy Ramos over at first, following the walk.
Brock, he was able to break the RBI record for the Muckdogs this season with a .370 batting average. He's played in 38 games, started in 37, 827 at-bats, 30 runs, 47 hits, 10 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and 44 RBIs, and that's the record right now, and it's still going as the season continues.
Ramos trying to motion over to second. He won't go. Pushes it to a 1-1 count, missing on the lower end. But you can, if you want, still go online on our social medias, find the link in our post to be able to put into a bid on any of the auctions or call our box office as well, as that's a fly out to right, shallow, it lands in fair territory, just over there on the right side. Evan Brock held up at second, Ramos held up at third. How about that? That one looked like a high flyer that seemed to be giving the right fielder plenty of time, Ryo Terramukata, to get underneath it, but no, a little too shallow for him to reach it, and on the foul line, that's also going to help. That's almost just perfect location when it's all said and done. A double for Evan Brock. It puts 2 on the bases and still 1 out, and up to bat right fielder number 99, Jacob Vesco in the cleanup spot.
Vesco is playing 14 games, starting in 10 with a .188 batting average, 32 at-bats, 7 runs, 6 hits, a double, a home run, and 3 RBIs in the season.
Time is calling by the catcher, Sabella. Wants to talk things over. I guess you could think about that. If we go down memory lane, first game home opener at Dwyer, Jacob Vesco was technically a walk-off, if you want to categorize it, that the Mercy Rule walk-off home run that he hit back against the Elmira Pioneers in their second game of the season, again, the home opener. And that was our introduction to really our first broadcast, because if you can recall,
full broadcast,
the one in Elmira did not go at all according to plan. We lost coverage and had no idea. We were broadcasting to no one. A swing and a miss for Vesco makes it a 1-1 count. But again, plenty of time to reminisce.
Could be cool if we even had like a full circle moment. Last game, somebody might hit a home run. In the last game, we would have a full circle moment. There we go.
Vesco getting underneath this. High flyer to center. We'll see if we get the tag ups. And we do to home. Ramos, it's a throw to third, and did not get arm underneath it as it just slowly rolls. It brings up 2 outs, but Batavia on the board. 2-1 score still in favor of the Americans. Evan Brock was held up at second. 2 outs now from the sac fly from Jacob Vesco, and up to that first baseman, number 7, Braden Redmond. He's got a .280 batting average across 25 plate appearances with 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 RBIs, and 9 total bases. Listening for ball 1. Sparrows will check on Brock, but no one's covering it. Delivers home, strike one. 1-1 count. Has that in for strike two, 1-2 count. And the pitch from Ross, swing and a miss for Redmond, retires the first inning. It's 2-1 in favor of the Americans, but again, plenty of baseball left to be played. We'll see you in the top of the second when we come back.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
The sun coming out here in the second inning. It seems to be getting better and better with each passing minute. And one thing, Jarrett, that I was really pushing for tonight's game, and you heard it all throughout the office, was now that it looks nice and bright, we should go on a run, a hot dog run.
You know, I kind of want to run with my boy Mad Dog a little bit too now, you know.
But see, no, that's the thing. Like, I just wanted, so for all of you at home, you obviously, if you do remember the last time we had dollar hot dog night, or the first time, should I say, the first dollar hot dog night we had here at Dwyer Stadium, we did a hot dog race out in the outfield warning track. And what occurred was my late attempt to take a lead and eventually getting tripped up by Mad Dog himself, hitting the dirt rough, and that's all you saw from me. But I wanted my get back, and not only that, but I just love being competitive, so I've wanted to do another race since then, especially because it is the wiener dog race, and I thought, hey, why not do a hot dog race? But none of my fellow interns wanted to do a race.
Well, hang on. The original plan was going to be a three-way race between me, our stats guy, and our assistant manager, box office guy. That was the plan.
Not enough people wanted to do it to conform a better race. It would have just been a 1v1 from the people I could have accumulated, as that misses down low for ball two, a 2-2 count. Again, up to bat. Completely forgot about this second baseman, number 14, Alex Glasscock.
Now, we can have fun, too. You know, we're throwing stuff out. But right now, he's playing in 15 games, starting in 10 with a 125 batting average, 32 at-bats.
As he sends that over to Kyle Vaughn in left, plenty of hang time, and he's just going to jog on over. Secures the first out here in the top of the second. Now up to bat, it's third baseman, number 19, Thomas Marcotte.
Marcotte's played in 20 games, starting in 15 with a 170 batting average, 53 at-bats, 6 runs, 9 hits, a double, and 4 RBIs in the season.
It's like I just wanted to do that race, and not enough people wanted to. So, you know, if maybe if you guys push enough heavy in the comments for us to do another race, and I can use that as leverage and quickly make a last-minute switch in the script.
You'll just be seeing like me and Grayson just running around the base. Just you'd be asking, where's the broadcasters? We're doing the race right now.
I like running. I like being competitive, especially because that last time I had a head start, or didn't have a head start. Everyone else did because I had lined up like a full like track star. As that's driven foul down the third baseline, I had like my hand down and I was like feet on an imaginary block, and Kevin just went 3-2 and started running,
Just
and everyone
started
else
going.
realized, and I had no idea. And you could, if you play that back, I was catching up.
You
I was
actually were.
moving.
I will say that to give you credit.
And I caught up to Kevin, who was in the lead, and he was trying to block me down, as that's the first strikeout for Stefanucci. How about that? Records his first of the day, this one looking against Marcotte, to bring up the second out. Now to bat, it's left fielder number 10, Evan Shank, who approaches the plate with a batting average of a 1.32 across 38 at-bats, 10 runs scored, 5 hits, 3 RBIs on 8 total bases. He'll swing on the first one, this one going foul. Makes it an 0-1 count. Gonna miss on the low end here, pushes it to 1-1. But of course, that's my only fighting argument, is I love to be competitive, and I wanted to. I wanted to race like just anyone, honestly. Anyone who wanted to. 1-1. Getting underneath this is Shank. High flyer just on the infield dirt, and caught by the second baseman, Braden I. 3 up, 3 down is the story here in the top of the second. Americans still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Heading to the bottom of the second. We'll stay on air here, and I'll just, for now, continue to plead my case. I like running, and also I feel like I can beat y'all.
All right, so here's the thing. You like roasting us a lot. Running's the only thing you got. I've watched your jump shot in terms of basketball. It's a tough watch, you know.
My jump shot compared to yours.
Mine at least goes in. Yours is
No.
I got that Lonzo ball kind of jump shot.
I remember you got eliminated and knocked out.
I won it though. I also won it though.
Yeah, and then I won the next 2.
I don't think you won 2. I know my boy Mad Dog won 1 also.
No, I beat him. I beat him.
That is true. I did forget that.
See, so don't try to contest.
You know, we're taking
it.
this to the court.
But again, the bottom of the second, right around the corner, 2-1 lead for the Americans as it stands. Up deck, the first 3 for Batavia will be left fielder number 22, Kyle Vaughn, extra hitter number 9, Patricio Garcia, designated hitter number 10, Michael Wheelahan. Again, the sun's coming out, and I'm telling you, it looks like a running day.
It looks like it's going to be humid.
I know. I just want to run.
We're going to come back on the broadcast breathing for air.
Because
we're running the foul line, man. You wanted the foul line.
Like, I don't know why everyone complains that it's so far. I mean, yes, it is, but I mean, it's fun. You only do it once, and then you're done. Like,
have you seen the Iceman? That man does that every day. Who's the person that wears, like, the Frozone shirt? You know what I'm talking about?
The Fridge. Isn't that what he's called? The Fridge over there?
I thought he was called the Fridge. Yeah, but what team is it? Isn't that Washington?
I think is that the Braves? Hold on.
Is it
fouled off for Kyle Vaughn?
I think it is the Braves now that you're mentioning it.
Or no, I don't even think it's I don't think it's an MLB. I think it's a AAA team.
No, I think it's definitely at least MLB.
No, I think it's a AAA. AAA baseball team, the Fridge, and the viral Beat the Fridge warning truck race is the AAA affiliate. Oh, the Atlanta Braves. Okay. I am so smart for remembering that.
I respect that. That's a good.
The Winnett Stripers. I don't know if I'm saying that town correct.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't know that, but I knew it was AAA. And I knew it was the Braves. Fouled off Kyle Vaughn. It pushes it to a 2-2 count. Apologies for that. We got stuck in doing some research, but Adam Ross on the mound and Kyle Vaughn up to bat with a 2-2 count. And Kyle Vaughn on the season a 1.91 batting average. That will increase as he lines this over the third base bag. Going second, held up at first eventually is the final decision. So a single for Kyle Vaughn to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Up to bat extra hitter number 9, Patricio Garcia.
Patricio Garcia has played in 4 games, starting in 2 with a 2.86 batting average. 7 at-bats, 0 runs, 2 hits, and he's still looking for that first RBI in the last game of the season.
You should tell our director of game operations as Garcia shows bunt that everyone wants to see us run. I don't know.
I'm not seeing it.
No, I can tell that they want to see us
I'm not
run.
seeing this.
So you should let them know. 1-0 count missing on the low end here. Showing bunt once more. Garcia back to the pitcher and the put out over at first. So the bunt won't work to get Garcia on first, but it will advance Kyle Vaughn to second.
When we were talking about this race, I thought we were doing like the kids run where it's like you're running.
No, I can beat anyone in that.
Some people don't have good conditioning, man.
I should just join. I should just what would be photo bombing in a video? I should just do that. But I should just join that race and beat Kevin.
He doesn't run it anymore. That's the problem.
He doesn't?
It's been a while. You got to convince him though.
So 1 out here following the ground out off the bunt that didn't succeed for Garcia. Up to bat, designated hitter number 10, Michael Wilhan, a man we haven't seen too often, but finally reemerges. As he did have an at-bat yesterday as a pinch hitter. He'll swing and miss here, 0-2. He's had 3 games. He's got the starting nod early in the season. Since then, accumulated 5 games where he's made an appearance, as he'll take this one up high. Really up high and close to the face. Ugh. Scared me. Driving this over to left and going foul. We'll do it again. 1-2 count.
Grayson, I see what you're doing. You're not going to get this.
No, I'm going to get this. That goes for strike 3 against Wilhan. The second strikeout recorded for Mraz. He ended things off in the first inning with a strikeout against Braden Redmond. Gets another one here. This one looking against Wilhan. Brings up catcher number 48, Luke Renchinsky. See, someone said I want to see a race.
Right, that's him. That's him.
No,
No, we're not playing this game. That's you.
Missing down low for ball 1. A 1-0 count.
I don't even see it on my screen, so it's very.
I'm just upset because I love being competitive. 1-0 count. Gonna miss on the inside. Pushes it 2-0.
There's got to be like another sport that you're more competitive with.
It's every sport. It's not a particular sport. It's every sport. 2-0 count going against Remchinsky. And missing inside 3-0 in the blink of an eye. See if he gets the green light here. Mraz glance over at Kyle Vaughn, deals home, and he won't get the green light as he doesn't need it. It's ball 4. We'll put first and second with runners. 4-0 count walks Rybczynski, second baseman number 17, Braden I up to bat. Braden I from Baldwin, Missouri, from Westminster College. Sophomore over there, standing at 5'11", 165 pounds.
And he's got a .219 batting average in 24 games played. He started in 18, 64 at-bats, 15 runs, 14 hits, a triple, and 6 RBIs.
Gonna miss upstairs. One-0 count. And I getting a hold of this to center left, gonna get down. And what a snag by the left fielder over the shoulder. He'll come down with the Evan Shank. Locating it, able to avoid the center fielder. It looked like we could have seen a cross collision, but we won't. And we'll survive each other and survive the bottom of the second. Hanging on to a 2-1 lead when we come back for more baseball. We'll see you then.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
And we're off and set for the top of the third. Leading things off for the Americans will be number 33, right fielder, Ryotera Munakata.
Munakata's playing 16 games, starting in 13 with a 174 batting average, 46 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, and 9 RBIs in the season.
You know, as a regular season game, I don't know why, I think of just reminiscing about all those, like, weird moments that we had. I got myself getting hit in the face with a bird
That's
through
what
the
I
window.
was going to say.
We have the hot dog race where I absolutely ate dirt.
We have the legendary
tripped.
stutter.
Yep, your stutter of you and trying to do the impression of the
Horse
what
race.
is it, the horse race tune? What is that played on? Like a bugle, or is that like a trumpet? Like, what is it played on?
Trumpet, I think could be like,
Hold on,
it's either,
we're gonna make that a trivia question. If you know it, don't look it up. What is that?
what's like the
What is that
exact
called?
instrument?
As that's a hit over to left field, sliding. Kyle Vaughn secures the first out. How about that?
All right, I won't look. I want to say it is a bugle. Like it's like some kind of trumpet. I just don't know the exact name to it.
Now to bat, right, extra hitter number 34, CJ Snuzz. He'll try to move out of the way. Well, the problem is I don't even know the song.
Okay,
We'll send this foul. Yeah, but I just remember your impression where you tried to do the that.
Yep.
And you did something. Yeah, that wasn't like at all English. Lined over to Evan Brock at third, and he has quick reflexes, secures the second out like that. How about it?
Yeah, I can't find it either.
Yeah, no, you know, a trivia question only works if you have the answer
If you know
ready to, tell people they are correct. Center fielder number 18, David Harris, up to bat. We're back to the top of the order here for the Americans. So he'll take strike one looking, but again, just so many things to reminisce on for the season. It's not only just us as interns, but it's all even the players, all the moments.
The
We saw the walk-off moments against Olean and like just everything.
The
first home
legendary
run from
pitching
Vesco.
performance.
Yes.
All those the no-hitter, that's going to be up there for me.
There's so many
Broken
things this
records,
season.
stolen bases, strikeout records, players getting the stolen base record and RBI record. Good times. Good times. I'm definitely going to miss this.
Dribbled over to I on the low end. He'll be able to scoop and secure the toss. Top of the third are already over. Hopefully you didn't miss it, but it's still a 2-1 lead for the Americans. Entering the bottom of the third, where Batavia, still plenty of game left, but we'll try to chip away at it. Hopefully take the lead back at some point this game. It's eventually a question of, not won't they, but will they, or when they will. Ugh, I kind of just did a double negative. Whoops. But again, we'll be back for more baseball after this.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbucks, please.
Muckbox?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Didn't show up on mine.
And here we go, set and ready. Bottom of the third, leading things off. Shortstop number 1, Cooper Russell. Back to the top of the order we go. Cooper Russell on his last at bat, fly out over to left. First pitch delivered outside. Ball 1. It's in for strike 1, 1-1 count. Not going to be able to punch that in the top left. Three-one count now. And that's going to be a walk off the 3-1 pitch. Cooper Russell will take first base. I don't know. I feel like today I'm too relaxed. Maybe that's an issue. But come playoffs, we're gonna have a lot in store, and we're gonna be on our A game for that one. I can tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. This is also like we said, players are having fun. Why don't we have some fun too? You know, we're having a good time. People really want this race for some reason.
And Ramos sending that out deep to right field. It gets down in fair territory. It's all the way in the corner. He's going third. Cooper Russell comes in as the tying run, and Ramos sliding in for a triple. Come on! Tied up 2-2. Got a good piece of that, lining it over to right field. It gets down in that corner just over on the edge of your screen. It's a little extension. The ball got tucked away in there because of that. Not only because of that, even if it was at the wall, I think Ramos had every bit of that one. Had the right fielder from the Americans, Ryo Teramunukata, chasing that one down. But it's now tied 2-2, no outs. As third baseman number 11, Mr. Reliable, Evan Brock, up to bat. He'll take ball 1 looking. I guess ball 1 looking isn't really ball 1 looking, but just he'll take ball 1. 1-0 count. Will miss on the low end, pushes it 2-0. And the 2-0. Evan Brock will take strike one looking. Two 2-1. Gonna miss down low for 3-1. Gonna foul this off and moves it to a full count. Payoff. Fouled off to the backstop. We'll do it again. Don't forget to tune in later on the broadcast where Mad Dog and Andrew will be making another appearance. As the full count is ball 4, and Evan Brock will be given first base. Runners on the corner situation now for Batavia. Now to bat, right fielder number 99, Jacob Vesco. I've just got word that their segment is now called the Mike Boys officially. Evan Brock stealing second. An impressive throw from the catcher. They got him stealing. 1 out and removes Evan Brock off the base path. 0-1 count back at home plate. So a steal attempt early on in this game does not go in the direction or favor of Batavia. Michael Sabella able to deliver a perfect throw to catch Brock stealing. Swing and a miss for Vesco makes it 0-2. Hey, Mad Dog, I'll give you a trade. If you organize an intern run, we'll give you an extra inning.
Why am I
Dribbled by Vesco over to short. The play back at home. And it's in time to get Ramos. So 2 outs. Ramos off the base path. Vesco reaching first off the fielder's choice.
You need to tell this man to stop being so competitive.
No, it would be any intern who wants to run. Anyone from the bullpen, you know.
Anybody from the bullpen?
We can get it worked out. I'll talk to Lily about it.
That's fouled off by first baseman number 7, Braden Redmond. Strikeout in his last at bat. Missing for ball 1, 1-1 count. I think the people are sick of me, though, mentioning this race, so I think that's going to be the end of the mention of a said race is getting underneath it and fouls Redmond. Why are you so happy about it?
Oh,
You really don't like racing, do you?
That wasn't me.
1-2. The pitch from Roz. Not going to find the zone here. 2-2 count. Missing on the low end.
Growing up, wasn't really a runner. I was a goalie in soccer. I was a volleyball player. No.
No one cares. 2-2.
Oh my God.
Could have missed downstairs. Pushes it to a full count. I should have brought my my other microphone. We could have plugged it in and had you in. Pizza giveaway? Full count. Driving this to center right. Can he find the gap? It will. Reaches all the way to the wall. Going home is Vesco. And an RBI double from Redmond. They take the lead. It's now 3-2 in favor of Batavia. The doubles really being a key factor. Anything beyond that to getting the Muckdogs going early on in this game. So Vasco in for the score, brought in from Redmond. Now stands on second. The 2-out double plays well. So that's in for strike one against left fielder number 22, Kyle Vaughn, who recorded a single in his last at-bat. Oh, 1 pitch. Swinging, getting underneath his high flyer to center. David Harris trotting on back and able to get underneath it for the third and final out. So 3 innings, 1/3 of the way there. Right now, Batavia holding on through a 3-2 lead when we come back.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And someone just won free pizza here at Dwyer Stadium. That could be you if you want to join us for the playoff run that starts Monday, July 27th here at Dwyer Stadium. Again, it goes through Dwyer. That's how the playoffs will unfold. Round 1, the West Division Championship will be held at Dwyer.
Either Olean or Elmira is basically the last two, or Auburn, but right now.
No, can't be Auburn.
That is true.
Can't be Auburn. It's only in our Elmira. We'll take a look at how the rest of the league shakes up today. And the Pilots, they're up 4-0 against Auburn in the top of the 5th. So hold on. If that holds, that could make things really interesting. Olean, though, they're losing to the Ironbacks 1-3 in the bottom of the 5th. On the other side, Geneva Red Wings, they're up 1-0 against Jamestown. And as said before, Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, they're down 1-5 against the Socrates Stallions, and the Oneonta Outlaws up 2-1 against the Amsterdam Mohawks. So the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, right now, if the score's held, that would not be in. But for now, Auburn, their 4-0 score is not giving them a shoe-in. High flyer to shallow left and snagged by Kyle Vaughn for the first out here in the top of the 4th. The hit from the Americans coming from number 27, Justin Gladfelter. Up to bat, designated hitter number 17, Logan Stickler. An RBI double in his last at-bat. So we've briefly lost connection with our camera all of a sudden. I'm not exactly sure where that came from. We'll try to get that fixed just a moment. So we're going radio style. That should be back up and running. And all right, gonna swing and miss is Logan Stickler. It's an 0-1 count. Just another swing and a miss. Quickly pushes that to 0-2. Again, remember, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. So just bear with us through this slight technical difficulty. We'll see if we can get set and go. 0-2 pitch, though, from Stefanucci. He deals, fouled off. We'll do it again. It stays 0-2. That one's going to get away from Stefanucci behind us. It pushes it to a 1-2 count. Again, 1 out. Still just trying to get this fixed and ready to go. We'll trade cameras in. Oh. All right, so full count. As that's get driven underneath, high fly to shallow right field, called off by Vesco for the first out. Or excuse me, second out. Sorry, apologies. Just trying to work with the camera and multitask to my best of my abilities. We're both trying to figure this out and why we're not getting any camera feed from our cameras. I don't know what happened there. It just kind of blinked. Well, isn't this lovely? Not exactly sure what's going on here. Trying to get through this. Please bear with us for the time being. As I think we do have camera feed, but there's just a black screen in front of us because nothing's showing up. Isn't this lovely? A play-by-play for technical difficulties as we have a double recorded for the Americans in their favor. It's number 26, first baseman Adam Weiss, a 2-out double.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli.
It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area.
Aha! You just had to hear every commercial all at once. But I did it. We did it. Apologies.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
1-1 count. So what you missed, 2 outs, 1-1 count, and currently over on second is Adam Weiss. Up to bat, Michael Sabella, the catcher, number 49. A foul in his last at bat. Again, 2 outs, 1-1 count, and the pitch won't be able to find the zone. Gets away from Runczynski. He's able to chase it down and pushes it to a 2-1. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but you guys got to hopefully you didn't have your devices on too loud when that occurred, because I know it does get kind of loud when everything decides to play at once. Apologies, so sorry. 2-1 driven foul, 2-2 count. As that's driven over to first, snagged by Redmond, and he's going to make it out unassisted. So the top of the fourth comes to a conclusion. Batavia will hold on to their lead and try to add on more heading to the bottom of the fourth. We'll stay on there for this break. Again, apologies for the camera issues, and you are correct. We're going to hope that nothing goes wrong in the come playoff time, we're gonna have I think every camera up
We're
and
gonna be
running
ready
in
to
case
go.
if one drops, the next one should already be running, so you
I
won't miss
agree
a
with
beat.
that.
That's gonna be the idea. But again, thank you for sticking with us through that technical set. We seem to be good and off and run. Oh, I was just making sure we had sound as well. As we give our thanks and gratitude to every veteran who's been able to serve for our country and our freedom. Standing ovation here at Dwyer Stadium. We thank you.
I don't know if you mentioned this, but that's our security guard. Good old Dave Fisher getting his respect for serving for the country.
So I feel like now we can take a breather and we're set up. We're
can
back
relax.
and
We can
running.
relax. As long
Got
as
through the
nothing
technical
happens.
difficulties. Sorry, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just trying to make sure. But what you've missed, if anything, was a scoreless top of the I got psyched out by our scoreboard in the far distance. A bulb out made it look like there was a recorded run, and it had me tripped up.
We're going through the punches right now, but
Absolutely are. I guess this is really, truly just working out the kinks, and I know it's our final game, but trying to ensure that everything's off and running. And I can tell you right now that Patricio Garcia won't be off and running. A slight jog to first, following the hit by pitch. Bottom of the fourth, 3-2 is your score. We're all set. We'll resume. Up to bat. Number 10, designated hitter, Michael Wheelhan. A strikeout looking in his last at bat. That goes for ball one. 1-0 count. Again, downstairs, 2-0 count. Sun now tucking away once more. And that's going to get away from Sabella. Garcia will be able to steal second. Three 0 count. Never doubt me for a second. And that's in for strike one.
see, nobody knows what we're arguing about, though, right there.
Yeah, because the scoreboard said 2-1, and I had it 3-0, and I thought I was wrong, but nope, never doubted myself. 3-1. Gonna miss downstairs. That's ball four. Wheelhan awarded first base. So two Muckdogs on the base path, first and second. And up to bat, catcher, number 48, Luke Remchinsky.
Catcher right now is having a meeting with Miraz right now to kind of talk about getting out of this situation he's put himself in. Because right now you got runners on second and first, and Remchinsky.
No outs to go along with it.
That is true. No outs, too.
Showing bunt He'll lay it down the third baseline. The throw from the third baseman gets by the first baseman. Out to the wall. Warren comes in for the score. Heading to second. Heading to third. Finally collecting it. The throw to third. Not in time. Avoiding the tag. How about that, Garcia? It's now 5-2 in favor of Batavia. Rybczynski, Garcia in on the score. I'm a mess today. Maybe it's really getting out. Maybe I'm really shaking it all out today. I really hope I do. I think it's just I got flustered with the technical difficulties, and I don't think I've still recovered. Rybczynski.
Yep, there you go. And it
laying
is recorded.
down the bunt down the third baseline, and the throw from the third baseman. Not on the mark where it needed to be over at first. It would have been a close play. I still think Rybczynski would have easily been safe. But the throw all the way to the wall in foul territory is up to bat is number 17, Braden I. This sent foul and out of play. It's an 0-2 count. But when it's all said and done, the error from the throw from the third baseman allows Rybczynski to advance to third. And 2 runners to score. 0-2 count, going to be high for ball 1. Okay, I guess I'm just can't use the scoreboard for. It's 2-1. Driven past the first baseman out to right field, and that's going to be an RBI single for I. How about that? It keeps continuing to pour on in. Talk about rain. It's raining runs for the Muckdogs. 6-2 is your score now with no outs. Up to bat, we're back to the top of the order. Shortstop number 1, Cooper Russell. Driven between the gap once more over first and second, and a single. And trying to go third is the throw back to first, or fake throw from the pitcher as he cut it off, Mraz. As I advances to third base, a good fake out from Mraz to hold Russell back to first. Runners on the corners. Again, no outs. Up to bat center fielder, number 31, Jeremy Ramos. Last at bat had that huge triple. Brought in Cooper Russell. Start things off. The top of the third, or the bottom of the third.
It's just a hit party going on right now. Not only just a run party, but now we're also seeing the hits come into play.
Cooper Russell going. A pitch too high for ball 1 back at home plate. The play back at the plate. And they got him. They got who got the signal to go home after the throw from Sabella over to the second baseman, trying to put out Cooper Russell. But a good awareness from the defense to snag the ball early in front of the base and try to deliver a quick punch out back at home plate. They will secure the first out. Cooper Russell will now be on second, and I taking off the base path out at home, trying to catch stealing, or caught stealing. 0-1 count. Excuse me, 2-0 count. Okay, this is Jeremy Ramos up to bat. And a pickoff attempt that he does not release on to try to catch Cooper. At least throw him back into a better position. One of the other notable stealers for the team. They're on the base path. He's got 22 on the season. Coming into today. And time called. And I think Skips is trying to argue that's a balk.
Yeah, I think that's why time was called, because they were worried about that balk coming into play.
He didn't throw it.
Yep, so now they're talking with each other. We'll see. The call is made.
And it's more, I think
I think it's the count. I think it's 3-0.
it should be. That's what I have on my graphic.
Yep, and it's
Because the first one was upstairs on the.
steal attempt.
Yeah. Am I just a genius? Maybe that's what he's trying to argue.
Got a big noggin.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's in for what I think is strike one. That
Well,
first pitch was
Let's see.
definitely
Let's
up
see.
high.
Hopefully he throws up a sign here. Okay,
Yep.
it was 3-0. So
I'm a genius. A 3-1 pitch is a walk now. As I have the biggest head now inflated in the room. As it's the second time I've done that today. So, Ramos awarded first base. Cooper Russell still on second. 1 out. Third baseman, number 11, Evan Brock, up to bat. First pitch to Brock is blocked down by Sapella down in the dirt. One 0 count. Just one line foul down the third baseline. One pitch, driven to center. It finds the gap, reaches all the way to the wall. Evan Brock going 2. Another one comes in the score. Russell, and now coming in is Ramos. Evan Brock going 3. And the slide not even necessary. No throw. And 2 more brought in for Batavia. It's 8-2.
this is a hit and run party right now. Perfect situation as you're getting ready for the playoffs. You're getting every single batter on your team hot and ready to go for the playoffs.
How about that? The third triple we've already seen, and they're coming out to talk with Miraz. So you're sending down some players to the bullpen, which has remained empty until now. And finally, we got an American jersey down there. But Evan Brock will be the sole base runner out there over on third, as he just brings in 2 more on the 2 RBI triple, making it 8-2 score. The bottom of the 4th. Really talking things over out there on the mound, I can tell you that.
Yep, no pitching change though. People got to be hitting the time though. Got to be getting there.
We're talking with the umpire now. That's another reason to why. I'm not sure what case he's attempting to plead here. But a case at that is trying to be filed.
And now the coach is talking with the umpire right now, having a little bit of a conversation going, but now they separate.
Not sure if it's on his calls or something with the base path in the last event. The triple from
Yep, there's-
Brock, but he doesn't seem happy
Still
towards the
going.
umpire. And we're already back to right fielder number 99, Jacob Vesco. At the RBI sac fly, the first at bat As he drives this over to left, can it stay fair? No. So Vesco with an 0-1 count, fouling off the first pitch. That goes for ball one. We'll have Vesco chasing off the heater. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss there. 2-2. Two count for Vesco. Trying to bring in Evan Brock. He'll wait for his pitch. Is that one way up high for ball three? Full count. Payoff from Roz. Swung on, fouled off. Payoff once more. Tavesco driven right to the third baseman and snagged. Unfortunately for Vesco, caught by Thomas Marcotte on the play, absolutely lined right to his glove. Made it easy work for him. 2 outs now. Up to bat first baseman number 7, Braden Redmond. Is a hit on the day. Strikeout in his first at bat, but the RBI double in his last one. And that's a beanball hit by pitch. Puts runners on the corners immediately. We'll bring up left fielder number 22, Kyle Vaughn.
Sorry, I gotta get the 2 best broadcasters in the league some snacks and drinks. This is the good broadcast.
So with 2 outs, Kyle Vaughn won't go swinging. But it's called strike 1. Down in the lower end of the zone, 0-1 count. Pushes it to a 1-1. As that misses on the low end. Kyle Vaughn skying this within the infield. Called off by the second baseman, and he's got it. Snagged by the second baseman, Alex Glasscock, to secure the third and final out. It's 8-2 is your score. 2 runners left on. But still enough brought in to jump the lead to a 6-run difference heading to the 5th inning. When we come back, following these few words from our sponsors. Message from Go Health New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580, extension 5555 about a blood lead test for your child today. For more information on transportation to get tested. And a message from Mental Health Association. Wellness on the Go WNGO offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448. So again, the reason there was a big pause in between that was the fact that Mad Dog was giving out free ice cream, and I didn't feel like it was perfect timing for me to go out and give a sponsorship raid when you hear everyone screaming at the top of their lungs in the background. So I feel like that was a fair decision just to wait a little bit longer.
I don't know, man. I heard you scream for ice cream, man. I don't know what you're
No,
talking
you didn't. No, I didn't scream for ice cream. You know, we had this argument early on the broadcast.
Yeah.
You know I'm not that big of a fan of ice cream.
Guy. Yep, you're not an ice cream guy.
Like, it's all right, but it's like, you know, I prefer a lot of other things.
You're like a chocolate person, probably.
A what?
Chocolate.
I mean, I like chocolate, but not like ice cream chocolate. I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Okay, so what are you picking then over ice cream?
If you said I could get a dessert, any dessert that I please.
Yep.
Is it like, is the portion relevant, or can I say how, like, is it just like a singular thing?
It depends. What? Are you going to say like cake or something?
Well, hold on. So up to bat for the Americans as he drives the first pitch, fouls number 14, Alex Glasscock, fly out over to left field in his last at bat. Excuse me. Swing and a miss, 0-2, and we did have a pitching change that also snuck by it. It's Walter Garrett on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs, replacing Colin Stefanucci as his night comes to a conclusion. We'll take you through Stefanucci's stats before overlooking Walter Garrett's. But 0-2 pitch, driven over the first base and going foul, just foul, foot off the line. But we'll do, again, 0-2 count. So Colin Stefanucci, his night comes to a conclusion after pitching for 4 innings, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs, both of those being earned. 1 strikeout, 15 batters faced off 56 total pitches. But in his place, number 77, Walter Garrett.
Garrett's made 11 appearances and has a 1-2 record with a 16.20 ERA and 13 innings pitched. He's allowed 18 hits, 27 runs, 24 of them being earned, 24 walks, and 11 strikeouts, and make that 12.
Just on cue right there. He heard that number coming up, and he wanted to make it an even dozen. A strikeout recorded for Walter Garrett off the 0-2. Retires Alex Glasscock back to the dugout. Brings up third baseman, number 19, Thomas Marcotte. He was also had a strikeout in his last at-bat. Today's really getting to me. Inside for ball 1. Doesn't help that I have the hiccups right now. As that's driven over past short, Cooper Russell, and a base hit out to center field from Marcotte. That's a single, puts him on first base. Up to bat now, left fielder number 10, Evan Shank. Trying to hold my breath and see if that method works. Pitch number 1 going against Shank is ball number 1. One-zero count, driven foul. 1-1 count. Walter Garrett, check on the runner, deals home. This gets behind Rimchinsky to the backstop. Will advance. Marcotte to second base off the wild pitch. 2-1 count. I'll miss outside. 3-1 count. The pitch just going to miss too high. And that is ball 4, and we'll walk Marcotte, or excuse me, Evan Schenk. So correction here is in for Rimchinsky, who did open things up at catcher. Now in his place is Patricio Garcia, who was in the lineup as the extra hitter, but now taking his place as the official catcher. So first and second now covered. Right fielder number 33, Ryotaro Munakata, up to bat. You can see the sunset. How about that? Fouled off. 0-1.
It's another thing I'm going to miss about baseball in the summer. These beautiful sunsets. What a catch by Jalen David. Rolled down the net, made the speeding catch right there. That's why he's got that speed.
How about it? 0-1. This is fouled off again. 0-2. Trying to find his second strikeout. Kenny here on the 0-2 count. We'll check the runners. No one's shifting. Swing and a miss, and right on cue once again, Walter Garrett finds his second strikeout of the day. Second one in this inning. 2 outs with 2 runners on. Both strikeouts coming off clean counts. But up to bat, the last man in the lineup, extra hitter number 34, CJ Snuzz. Sounds like a DJ name, like DJ Snuzz.
CJ Snuzz.
I don't know why I said that.
That's
like a DJ name. I said that like with an accent for some reason.
Nah, DJ Snuzz. That's a good name right there. That's a good DJ name.
Fouled off. Plenty of baseballs being lost. I won. I'm gonna find it just on the outside part of the zone for strike 2, 0-2. How about that? Hanging on the outside and just able to check it in the box by mere fractions. 0-2 though. Another clean count. Time called. This one going to miss upstairs. 1-2. A little early on the release. And a swing and a miss on a sinker. That one moving down.
You can say sinker. You can also say probably that's a curveball. It was a little.
What?
Change up, curveball, stuff that drop down.
I'm going to say sinker. It just, the way it moved down.
Sure.
Well, I mean, okay, we don't need to argue about this. But that's the third strikeout for Walter Garrett, already finding 3. He secures every out himself in the top of the 5th. 8-2 is your lead for Batavia when we come back. Bottom of the 5th. Batavia leading things off. Number 9, extra hitter, Patricio Garcia. Swing and a miss makes it an 0-1 count. Putting up 5 runs in the last inning as you watch the second strike go by. So we also do have a pitching change, missing for ball 1. It's Jackson Lerner, as he deals his first strikeout against Garcia and the first batter he faces. 1 out now, and up to bat designated hitter number 10, Michael Wilhan. Hasn't had a hit today, strike out and a walk in his last at bat, but he'll be the second batter faced going against Jackson Lerner, coming in for Aiden Mraz. We'll go through Mraz's stats, who served 4 innings, allowing 8 hits, 8 runs, 6 of those being earned, 2 strikeouts across 26 batters faced, and 94 total pitches. Swinging and a miss for Wilhan makes it an 0-1 count.
And Jackson Lerner's made 14 appearances with a 2-0 record with a 9.62 ERA, 29 inning pitch, 31 hits, 38 runs, 31 of them being earned, 16 walks, and 22 strikeouts.
1-1 count. This one swung on to second, and he won't be able to glove it down. Gets by the second baseman, Alex Glasscock. With that, Michael Wilhan will stand on first base. Up to bat, Luke Rumchinsky did open things up as the catcher, but now I think he and Garcia have just swapped roles.
Yep.
He'll take on the role of extra hitter, and Garcia as catcher for the time being moving forward. So that will officially go down as an error against the second baseman. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1. On 1, runner going, and gonna not be able to make a throw as the catcher had to trap it down, but wasn't able to get a clean transition from glove to hand, as never really got a good hold on it. It's a 1-1 count. Gonna miss outside, pushes it 2. Two-one count, and one thing to note about that steal from Wilhan is that ties the league or single season league record of stolen bases. So that's inside for a 3-1 count. So Batavia now has tied the highest single season stolen base record within the league of the PGCBL in any season. (3-1), and not going to be able to find strike 2. Instead, it's ball 4, and will walk from Chinsky over to first base. Last man in the batting order, number 17, second baseman Braden I up to bat. 1 of 2 on the day. A fly out over to left, and a single on his last at bat. Batavia entered the day with 166. As that's a hit by pitch and will load the bases. But they entered today's matchup with 166 stolen bases. Michael Wilhan records the first stolen base for the Muckdogs today, and that's enough to tie the record within a single season at 167. 168 would break it, but bases are loaded. One out. We're back to the top of the order. Shortstop, number 1, Cooper Russell. We'll see if they can bring in any more runs. Bases loaded, 1 out, the pitch. You'll watch it go by, catching the outside of the zone for strike 1. It's in for strike 2, 0-2 count. Excuse me on my correction. I have to apologize again. As Cooper Russell swings on this, high flyer shallow to right and caught by the second baseman, Glasscock, for the second out. So, a correction on my statement. They have not tied it. They are 1 away from tying it. 168 would tie the league record in a single season for stolen bases. 169 would break it. So they're 1 away from tying it within a single season. So, apologies for that.
No, I will fact check you. Once they are at 168 right now, they have officially tied it. And then 169 breaks it.
Swing and a miss for Jeremy Ramos makes that strike 1. Again, 2 outs, trying to bring some of the runners home. Or something, because 0-1. Swung on by Ramos. He'll find the gap over at short and third. It brings in one runner. An error from the left fielder. Gets by him. Another coming in. What? Make that one more. Ramos going to third. The throw finally coming in. And it's just a loose ball. Ramos could have made it possibly a little league home run, but he won't. He'll take a triple instead off the error from the left fielder, reaching all the way to third and bringing in 3 runners. So he cleared everyone who started on. It's now 11-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Ramos already with a triple on the season. Or, geez, a triple on the day. How about that? Instead, that goes for strike 1 against Evan Brock. He'll reach third on another. So essentially, if you take away the arrow. But how about that? Reaching third base in 2 separate occasions alone today. It's going to miss down low for ball 1. 1-1 count. A single that's called reaching third off the air from the left fielder. A 2-1 count back at home plate for Evan Brock. As Brock swings on this, and it's fair down the first baseline, or no called foul. Very late decision to change the call there, agree on a call, should I say, by the umpires. Pushes it to 2-2. Evan Brock was already all the way at first, and Ramos at home. Two. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Two. Swung on. High flyer to right. A little too much hang time and caught by the right fielder. So when it's all said and done, 3 more runs brought in, 1 runner left on is how the 5th inning comes to a conclusion. 11-2 is how it all shakes up heading to the 6th inning when we come back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, HB Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, O-Atka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Top of the 6th, welcome back. We do have a pitching change. So out is Walter Garrett, in is Landon Stoddard. Out there on the mound. The first pitch, in for strike 1. David Harris, number 18, the center fielder, up to bat for his third at-bat. Third go-round in the batting order on their behalf. 0-1 count, as we'll take you through the stats following this pitch for Walter Garrett. Make that strike 2, 0-2. We look at Walter Garrett, short-lived, but Very strong outing. 1 inning, 1 hit allowed, 1 batter walked, 3 strikeouts across 5 batters faced, and 18 total pitches.
Stoddard in the season, he's got an 0-1 record in 8 appearances with a 10.66 ERA, 12 innings pitched, 13 hits, 17 runs, 15 of them being earned, 9 walks, and 8 strikeouts.
Is this on a hop over Stoddard? And I will be able to collect it and make the first put out. So 1 out. And up to bat, shortstop number 27, Justin Gladfelter. So we will want to confirm this in all our numbers. Statistically speaking, what is recorded in PGCBL, Batavia Muckdogs entered today's matchup with 166. There was some confusion earlier on our behalf from where we got our numbers. Originally thinking we had 167, but no, 166. The record sits at 168. So we are now at 167 following the last inning steal from Michael Wheelahan, which put us 1 away from tying at 168. But that is what it is officially, as that is fouled off and pushes what was a 1-1 count to 1-2.
Yep, so the magic numbers right now is 1 to tie, 2 to break the record to have another record book in the trophy case for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Correction, 1-1. Not a word I like to say on a broadcast is correction. I guess I just predicted the future. 1-2.
That's better. See, predict the future. There you go. Instead of saying correction, predict the future.
It's my least favorite word to ever say on a broadcast. It's the 1-2 pitch. Missed on the lower end. Pushes it 2-2. And just getting away from that.
Little wake-up call for Gladfelter right there.
That one got away from Stoddard. Full count. Payoff. And hit by pitch. Back in the numbers. Award Gladfelter first base. Designated hitter number 17. Logan Stickler up to bat. Logan Stickler, 1 of 2 on the day, an RBI double in his first at-bat and a flyout over to right in his last at-bat. Good miss on the lower end. 0-1 count. Geez, 1-0 count. I click the button too fast sometimes. 2-0 gets behind the catcher, Garcia, and the wild pitch will allow Gladfelter to take second freely. So now on second is Gladfelter. Stickler with a 2-0 count. The pitch swung on. Up high, 2-1 though. Two-one count. Just waiting to get set. Stoddard will check the runner. No one covering the base. They shift back into their normal set of defense. And the pitch getting behind the glove of Garcia all the way to the backstop once more. And Gladfelter will take third base. So around the globe, Gladfelter goes. 3-1 count back at home plate. Stoddard now just trying to prevent Gladfelter from making it one more pit stop. And this by the head, getting away from Garcia. Toss to home plate, no toss. And things just getting away from Stoddard will bring in the third run, the first one since the top of the first for the Americans. It's now 3-11.
Yeah, right now, new batter. Take a quick little breather right now. Had a first two bats, struggled a little bit. Right now, take a breather. Get yourself back into the zone.
Stickler with the walk.
So there we go. First pitch, inside corner.
Adam Weiss up to bat. RBI sac fly in his first and a double since then. A swing and a miss. 0-2.
Go now. He's getting slider going. He's getting people to drop on it, swing a little low on it, throw it again. One more time.
See if he goes back to it. The pitch driven to center. Ramos, though, only after the shuffle, barely even moved out in center field. Assisted out this time. 2 outs. Brings up catcher number 49, Michael Sabella. A foul out in his first at bat. And a ground out in his last. The pitch from Stoddard outside. 1-0. This one downstairs, 2-0. Again outside, high and outside. Early release on that. 3-0 count. See if he can find strike one here. That's outside and ball 4. It will walk Sabella to first base. Puts 2 on. Up to bat. Second baseman number 14, Alex Glasscock.
Grant is calling time. He's coming out to his pitcher right now. Gotta straighten him out a little bit. He's had his moments of good. He's also had his moments of bad. And right now, Grant's got to bring him together. 2 outs though.
Just had a run that he would really like to take back. It got away from him multiple times. A few wild pitches, few pass balls, and it was
hit by
pitches
really.
and the 2 walks as well into addition. But so far, they're still not in a bad situation. You have all that, but you can still clean it up, only escaping with 1 run scored if he's able to shake it off.
You got 2 outs right now. Runner only at second and first. As Grant's now walking back over to the dugout, had his conversation with his pitcher. Like you mentioned, Glasscock is coming up to bat, the second baseman. Had a pop-up his first at-bat, and then a strikeout his second.
See what he can get done here. Stoddard, though, trying to get back on track. Check the runner at second, delivers home, and a dribbler slow. Evan Brock comes across out of nowhere off the left side of your screen and makes the play. 3 outs. It will be a run scored for the Americans that make it an 11-3 lead for Batavia, heading to the bottom of the 6th. We'll stay on air for this break. mostly to look out around the league, because remember the scoreboard, Auburn, they fought back. It's 6-5 in the bottom of the ninth over there. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Newark was not able to score. There's 1 out, 6-5 lead in Newark's favor. Auburn just trying to get a win because that would secure playoff, but they already might have that as Olean Oilers are down 1-11, down 11-1, and it is final over there. In 7 innings, 11-1 victory for the Ironbacks sends the Olean Oilers to a record of 19-18, ensuring that the Auburn Doubledays will secure the 3 seed in the playoffs. You don't even need to see the final matchup of the Pilots and the Doubledays. It's all said and done. Auburn will now be the 3 seed, and it's a question of who will have number 4. So we'll keep on looking within the scores. Jamestown up 4-2 against Geneva in the bottom of the 8th. You have our scores here. Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs 4-5 in the bottom of the 8th against Saugerties Stallions. And the Amsterdam Mohawks beating the Oneonta Outlaws 4-2. So a little bit of shakeup in terms of the playoffs and how things might play out. Pun intended, but it's still all wait and see for who Batavia will be playing. We only know that Jamestown now will be playing Auburn.
Yep, that's the official matchup right now. Jamestown will have a game against Auburn. Jamestown has had games where Auburn has taken a lead on them, and they've always came back in the end. That's a big
double header set where both times Jamestown recorded walk-offs.
That's their last 2 matchups now. Now they're obviously going to have the 9-inning game. It's not going to be 2 7-inning games. But it's something to really talk about right there. Auburn had the lead in those first few innings, and then in the end is where they lost those games. We'll see if it happens again, or we'll see Jamestown taking full control of that game.
Vesco sending this a high flyer to right field and out. Caught on the right edge of your screen by the right fielder for the Americans, Munakata. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. That was Jacob Vesco. So that's ball 1. That's why I put a sign out there. I know I said it once before, but right in front of our camera, just in front of the window, is a sign that says "Smile, you're on camera." And we had it a few times, but not much sense, as that's now a 2-0 count.
Because I think when it gets darker out, it's harder to see even with the lights, because obviously we have that little roof right there for the people that are sitting in the bleachers.
Braden Redmond up to bat. 1 of 2 on the day. 2-0, he won't swing on as that's well outside. 3-0. In for strike 1. Not getting the green light is Redmond. And the 3-1 he'll swing on and send it foul. Full count. And the full count payoff pitch is called strike 3 and a strikeout recorded for Lerner. The second out. And up to bat, left fielder number 22, Kyle Vaughn. Strikeout looking. Goes for ball one against Vaughn. Vaughn does have a hit on the day, 1 of 3. Single, then a fly out to center. Another fly out thereafter. 1-0, the pitch. That's behind Vaughn. Didn't even flinch. I don't know if you saw him taunting. You didn't move and decided to look behind him down at the ground.
Stone cold. He was.
I like that. That's strike one against Vaughn. Pushes it 2-1. Swung on, the slow roller over to third. Scooped up, the toss on the run in time and on the mark. So a quick inning in the 6th for Batavia. It's still 11-3 in Batavia's favor. We'll be able to see how it plays out in the 7th when we come back. Leading things off here for the Niagara Falls Americans, it's number 19, third baseman Thomas Marcotte. And we do also have another pitching change. So out is Stoddard and in is Matt Marsh. Out there on the bump. Discussion here with Garcia. This is how the top of the 7th will open up for the Batavia Muckdogs. Matt Marsh, a 6.43 ERA. Doesn't have a win or loss recorded as the first pitch just a little too high for ball 1. And 4 appearances, now marking his 5th. 2 starts as well. 7 innings pitched, allowing 6 hits, 5 runs, all 5 of those being earned with 6 batters walked and 8 strikeouts to his name. That's in for strike 1, 1-1. Again, that's Thomas Marcotte up to bat. As he drives this on a short line to center, and it gets down behind Ramos. Trying to go 2. The throw off the mark. Snagged by I. It should be a single advance to second off the error from the center fielder.
Ramos overran it right there. I don't know if he lost it in the light or it's just he might have lost it in the darkness, but he overshot it a little bit, and by the time he finally saw it, he couldn't reach out the glove to make the play.
Now to bat, left fielder number 10, Evan Shank. Or no, that officially does go recorded as a double. Swing and a miss. So 0-1 count. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Shank does not have a hit recorded today. Still in search of his first hit, 0 for 1. Runner going, no, faked him. Faked to me as well, up high, 1-2. One-two count. The pitch for Marsh, again too high, 2-2. Down low for ball 3. Full count. We'll glance at the runner, looks back, payoff, and has him looking for the first strikeout for Marsh tonight and the first out. With 1 out, Marcotte still waiting on second, right fielder number 33, Ryotaro Munakata up to bat. So that's in for strike 1, 0-1 count. Got 1 pitch, swung on. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Marsh, a little too high, 1-2 count. This slow dribbler over to third. Brock trying to come in, get the out first. It gets away. A run comes in for free from the Americans. It is now 4-1. Or not 4-11. Up to bat, number 34, extra hitter, CJ Snuzz. Again, 1 out. Error going against Evan Brock. Will go down as a hit. It's on the throw just off the error that allows the unearned run to come in, which makes it now an 11-4 ball game. So it's fouled off by Snuz. A 1. Won't swing and just missing too high. 1-1. Fouled off. Out of play. And a 1-2 count. Not going to find the zone here. Two count. And called strike 3 there. Retires Snuz for the second out. Center fielder number 18, David Harris, up to bat. We'll find the zone here, 1-0 count. One pitch, won't find it. 2-1. Dribbled back to Marsh. He's going to be able to glove on it and a put out at first. So the top of the 7th comes to a conclusion. Batavia holding on to an 11-4 lead. When we come back for more baseball, when it's all set and ready to go.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk. We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey,
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, an official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Bottom of the 7th, 11-4 is your score. Leading things off is Patricio Garcia. As the 1-0 pitch is driven deep to right, but foul. Got a good chunk of that one. It pushes it to a 1-1 count. So with the scores around the league and how they've played out today, with the official loss for Auburn is that's strike 2, 1-2 count. Newark getting a huge victory or upset, but didn't get the Cards to effectively play out as Olean did lose in 7 innings against the Ironbacks 11-1. That will lock in Auburn as the 3 seed for the playoffs, as Olean can no longer pass them and Auburn cannot be passed by Olean and Elmira in these scenarios. 2-2 count. Jamestown officially got their win, 6-2 against the Geneva Red Wings. And that's a hit by pitch off the 2-2 for Garcia. He'll be awarded first base. But here's the other thing. So with Olean's loss and Elmira not playing today, Elmira will play Auburn tomorrow, and Olean will play, the Ironbacks once more as well. But how it will play out is simply Elmira wins, and they're in. Olean will have to win, and Elmira will have to lose as well to get in for the playoffs. Elmira controls their own destiny. Olean will need a little bit of help. Right now, Coach, the Americans talking things over with the umpire, trying to plead a case about Garcia playing into that ball, but not going to get it there. Garcia will stand on first, and we'll hand up to bat.
We will see what Auburn can do because they have so much power right now. They could either rest their starters against the
Pioneers.
Elmira. Yep, there we go. They could rest their starters against the Pioneers and then tell Elmira.
As that's a dribble over to second, the play at second in time, and the play at first, a double play for the Americans defense.
Yeah, Auburn has so much power. They could either rest their starters and give Elmira the chance to win the game and for the Pioneers to get into the playoffs, or they could play their starters and go for the win to help Olean, but obviously Olean has to do their part too. They have to beat the Niagara Ironbacks tomorrow.
The thing is, for Auburn, they're the 3 seed, so they're just on the road. Really, who they play would have to be a long shot to have to happen. Yes, they're only 1-game series, but I don't think they're going to play the Cards into trying to prevent a certain team from coming out. So I think they're really going to do what Batavia has done here. Brent kept in a few of their guys, but also at the same time mix in a few of the guys who don't really play in every single game in the usual lineup. And it will be really seeing how the bullpen plays into effect for Auburn, because if that doesn't occur to the right degree, then Elmira might be able to get out with a win and secure their position as the 4 seed, who would then play Batavia.
I also think Batavia would really rather play Elmira than Olean right now because Elmira has dealt with some injuries. They've dealt with some people leaving. For example, their ace, one of the Birch twins, ace that has absolutely taken control. He injured his elbow, and then the other Birch, the other good pitcher on their team, had to leave for college. So they are getting depleted on their pitching staff. And it's like we always say, you always are looking for an ace in terms of your first game because it's only 1 game. So you need to have that ace that can find the momentum in the game. And Elmira just lost 2 of those guys that have the potential to do it.
It's outside, pushes the count 2-2. And all they're saying is you're only as good as your weakest link. And that's one thing that these teams are really going to have to attest to with how we mentioned it all season long, and we're finally getting to that point where we eventually do see players leave because they're getting called back to their colleges, injuries, or simply they're just not on the roster from a month ago. And that's really what we're going to have to see come playoffs is, yes, you're going to have to see your aces come out and try to make a long-started fight to open things up. But when it's all really said and done, it's how can your team overcome those battles, their own battles, and put it out all on the baseball diamond when it's really needed,
All
which
said and
comes
done.
on Monday, July 27th for Batavia on their end. 2-2 count with 2 outs, a pitch outside, full count. Payoff, and that's way inside, and a walk. Up to bat now, it's second baseman number 17, Braden I, is Rimchinsky.
And right now we are seeing a pinch runner. We are seeing a pinch runner. Jalen David is running out there for Luke Brzezinski.
You think this has to do with the...
It's the steal record. It's a steal record. They're 2 away. Why not get your fastest guy to do it?
So statistically speaking, how it's registered right now for the Muckdogs in terms of the stealing record, today they've only recorded 1 stolen base. So they're 1 shy. As we've been corrected, it's 166.
1 shy of tying it.
Yes.
2 away from breaking it. So I think he wants Jalen David to try to get those 2 stolen bases.
We'll see if he gets the green light. He does it
Here we go.
immediately. The throw, not in time.
He needs 1 more. There's the tie record right there. 1 more.
They sit at 168. One-0 count, back at home plate. Jalen David stealing second.
Big lead. He's ready for it.
A pitch driven to center left. It gets down. Jalen David going to come home for the score. He's just jogging.
And a hop, skip, and a jump to home base. You saw that. He definitely did a nice little hop, skip, and a jump.
That was more just really of a trot. He just knew that there was no chance they were going to catch him. 12-4 is your score. An 8-run lead for Batavia. A 2-out single, RBI single for Braden I plays well. Back at the top of the order, Cooper Russell, shortstop, number 1, up to bat.
Here we go. We'll see if I now takes the record.
It's in for strike 1. That came back across, started inside and able to catch the edge of the zone. It's way back in. Yes, there is still mercy rule of 10 runs. It's in effect at any point after the 7th inning. A swing and a miss for Cooper Russell. So if at any point within an inning Batavia goes up 10 runs, the game's over. That could occur. A chant got going here or in the 8th inning. But that's a hit by pitch for Cooper Russell in the back of the numbers. And 2-on now. Up to bat, center fielder Jeremy Ramos. He had the RBI triple in his second at bat and then reaching third off the error. So he's been able to stand on third after being up to bat twice today. So impressive feat at that. We'll see if he could do that a 3rd time, which if he does, that would end the game. So
I want the stolen base though first. I want the record broken here, right here today with this packed crowd here in Dwyer Stadium.
Well, I has the opportunity as the lead runner. It's really on his signal for Cooper Russell then to follow. That's inside for ball 1. Swung on inside. 1-1 count. Check the runners. Lerner deals. That's strike 2. This one looking for Ramos. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. And that's going to miss upstairs. 2-2 count. Two outside, full count. So was ahead. The 2 straight balls will make it arrive at a full count and a payoff pitch awaiting. Payoff. Runners going. Swung on by Ramos, but skied. Drop it. And they ran into each other. And what? That's how it ends?
It hit the ground.
Are you kidding me? It's all
ground.
over. They collide into each other and it hits the ground. Yes, Jerry, it hits the ground. I can't believe that's how it
ends.
ends.
So many times. I'm shocked. I cannot believe that happened.
A collision is how it ends between the short and left fielder. Out in left field, they didn't communicate. It allows 2 runners to come in, and that's all that she wrote. 14-2 is your final score, and Mercy Rule comes into play in 7 innings. That's how it gets done. The final score for Batavia, 14-4 against the Americans, and that's how you end it on a good note, I guess. We saw that one coming, but again, 14-4 is your score after the error. I don't know. That one kind of left me speechless there, Jarrett. And
it's just
what a day.
It's not a way you expect to end, but that's definitely a way.
That's how the regular season comes to an end. They get it done off the error. Final score 14-4. And Jarrett, I mean, you have the floor for this ball game.
It's just, hey, we had a lot of fun on this broadcast right there. And there we go. It's now everybody gets standing ovation. Packed crowd here in Dwyer Stadium. Playoffs now Monday. We'll see if it's Elmira or Olean. Like we mentioned before, Olean's got to win and Elmira's got to lose. Elmira, though, it's win and in, and we will find that out tomorrow as the game will be Monday. But just what a way to end off the season, though. We had a Mercy Rule first game here in against Elmira, and we're going to end it off with another Mercy Rule against the Niagara Falls Americans.
I mean, the train keeps on chugging along. Batavia, they're taking wins by storm. And at this point, it just sits at the question of, can they be stopped come playoffs? Batavia moves to a record of 29-10-1. The Americans will fall to a record of 13-27. That's how the regular season comes to a conclusion for Batavia. They're done. There's some baseball tomorrow for some of the other teams. As said, Olean and Elmira, that's where we will be able to determine who our opponent will be. As said, Elmira wins and in. They'll be visiting Dwyer then on Monday. Olean, if they win and an Elmira Ross, they'll be coming on the bus over to Dwyer. But that's all for now. Final score 14-4. We thank you all season long for tuning in, but it's not over yet. July, Monday, the 27th. Round 1 of the playoffs begin. That starts at 6:30. be there or join us live on air to enjoy that game as Batavia starts their conquest for the 2026 PGCBL Championship game and to be declared the winner. They were the West Division champions last year, and they want more than just that. We'll see if that road can continue and grow a little bit further. But we thank you for joining tonight's broadcast. We thank you all season long, and it's been an absolute pleasure. My name's Grayson Natale. Alongside me, color commentator Jared Campbell. And we're not done yet, though, folks. All roads lead to Batavia. We'll see you there on Monday.